another shot, buy another round.
All right. This was a very busy week, so let's get right to it. It's time for another edition of
How Dumb is Coleman?
Yeah, all right, let's get to the first clip.
All while being derogatory and troubling toward the female gender. Like how, Coleman?
I'm trying to think to what I even think. Like,
You wrote...
It is mind-boggling that a moderately educated kid like Coleman, who is trying so hard to be Mr. Woke and Mr. Progressive, could not understand the level, the depth of pandering that piece that he wrote had. Let's get to the next clip.
He's an anti-Barstool.
I think he'd be fine if I saw him.
you wrote on my final paper, you should aim your sights higher than Barstool.
Okay, he's an old guy. I don't agree with him, but I'm sure if I saw Jimmy, we'd have a nice exchange.
Can I also say, if the guy was being honest, aim your sights, way lower.
Right.
Well, all right. I'm trying to think what I even think. I mean, it's nonsense and revealing all at the same time. He's explaining to us all that he's got to hold his finger up to the wind just to see what everybody thinks before he tells everybody what he thinks. I mean, we're only 2 clips in, and, well, Mike has some an evidence of Coleman's lack of intelligence. Or perhaps it's the evidence of the value of a BC education.
Show, ultimately, I understand the problems that Barstool creates. But I think that the company is truly starting to expand and open the boys' club to all and foster a changed idea of how sports should be enjoyed by males and females alike. That is a fucking horrible sentence.
Yeah,
Anyway.
it's
I mean,
not
what the fuck is that?
Why is this guy telling you to aim higher?
Yeah.
Well, because this was supposed to be a...
All right, so our next clip from Monday is labeled Saying What I Was Saying. Well, I guess just let's get to it and see how erudite and pithy Coleman can be.
I don't
does that
think
mean?
I don't think I knew what I was actually saying by what I was saying.
It wasn't my fault. It was a Percodan. If you ask me, that stuff rots your brain. And
Like, I think I was
What?
just... Like... when I was writing it,
When you were writing it.
I don't know if I was...
Justin, do you believe any of this?
No.
Like,
I
what?
could
Like, the
translate.
words that were coming
Any human
out.
being believe this?
He's saying that he just read a female sports article, so his jaw was still on the floor.
That's
so he
true.
couldn't articulate words.
It was impressive, that story.
All right, I got to read this next one because I want to get it right. I don't think I knew what I was actually saying by what I was saying. I mean, even the explanations are brainless and confusing at this point. I mean, that Boston College education, right? Now we get to Mike, throwing Coleman a bone here. He's trying to help the kid. He's trying to throw him a lifeline. But of course, Coleman misses the opportunity.
This is the best defense I can muster for Coleman, is that I don't think he believes any of it. I don't think he believes the opposite or what he wrote. He just had no personality and was trying to find one.
Yes.
Does that seem accurate?
I was just trying to get an A. I'm not going to lie. That's the...
Just agree with me.
crux of it.
Good grief, Coleman. Everyone can relate to that, being a dumb kid. Mike just said you were being a dumb kid. Just take it. But alas, maybe Coleman isn't a dumb kid, as Blind Mike will now explain.
Come on.
Word vomit.
I've come to a conclusion. I think Coleman is the first AI human being.
When did you know
Know what?
that you were unique?
Oh, I knew that right away.
So this next clip is the epitome of
How dumb is Coleman?
Here we have Coleman bashing Barstool, and specifically Dave Portnoy, El Prez, and then also begging for a Barstool job on the same day.
Our guy Jim 3 minutes ago. Mike. So that was October 8th, 2020. That,
Retiring.
That blog.
I've done enough.
That blog post, October 8th, 2020, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Coleman on Twitter, October 8th, 2020. Same day, post that blog. Day 47, they're trying to land a Barstool Sports internship.
All right, this next clip has us all asking, how gay is Coleman?
There's anything wrong with
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
Alex willing to come back to Barstool and Sophia giving up her business and her best friends for some new guy who's not even attractive at that.
It's true.
What does that matter?
Well,
What do you care if he's attractive?
Well, I thought that she was a.
wrong with
Not that there's anything wrong with it.
Not that there's anything wrong with that.
What do you care if he's attractive?
Well, I thought that she was a
cute.
very attractive girl, and
What'd you say, Justin?
I thought she could do better than
Kirk,
that.
he's not even a cutie. I mean,
Yeah, that isn't very,
Just say it.
very gay.
Yeah, come on.
Speechless. Well, now let's move to Tuesday. And we have a new personality for AI Coleman, Joyzy Coleman.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, just go ahead. Let me hear more of Jersey Coleman.
We ain't in the common room.
That's
You
how
know,
Jersey people
everyone's
talk?
A little bit, yeah.
We ain't in the common room?
Well, I'm talking about Harry Potter, but yeah.
Which segues nicely into the, oh, I knew that, Coleman. It's all just becoming so predictable at this point.
Are you a big Madden guy or no?
Yeah.
They just said he was on the cover. You think? You know?
I already know. I saw it.
Do you know Mick or no?
I don't. I'm gonna guess though. It's not Patrick Mahomes, right?
No.
I don't know.
Christian McCaffrey.
Oh, come on.
Coleman was going to say it.
Of course he
That's
was.
I literally
You
was.
had it. Tip of
Then
his
why
tongue.
didn't you?
Why didn't you say it?
Because I thought you were going to go around. Sometimes you do that.
Such a baby. You do that.
All right, well, now let's move to...
Thursday in the
And Kirk
afternoon.
taking shots at Bill Burr once again, just to piss off Blind Mike.
He's not as funny as whatever the guy's name is,
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Tom Schultz or whoever was there.
Also on Thursday, we've got Greg Polar all the way from Sweden acknowledging that Coleman is just a filthy little liar.
Yes. Well, we would hate for that to happen, Justin.
But once Coleman has kind of taken on and accepted the role as kind of the
Yeah, he's
the
getting
idiot
better.
behind the glass,
Very nice to see.
it works better for him.
Yes.
So
But
now,
you'd think he'd delete his Twitter account.
oh, no question.
Please, I mean,
Very nice to see.
please, I mean, just admit that.
No,
Everybody.
Then, of course, there's this beauty on Thursday.
Yeah, Borna Bush.
There you go.
No,
she going to
she's
get
another
in
Josephine.
any trouble with that? Because now that lady's suing.
The director of the TV show? Yeah, she's going to go to prison for 30 years.
So very early on Thursday, the gang discussed Henry Winkler, and I think it was reported that Henry Winkler is one of the nicest guys in Hollywood. This clip comes from about 75 minutes later.
There was a hotel fire in Dublin, and the news team found a interesting celebrity at the bottom of it.
When I heard the fire alarm, I thought it was the clock radio. I thought somebody had set the alarm before we got there, and like another guest. And finally, I went into another room and it was still buzzing.
Who's that?
I called.
That's Henry Winkler.
Oh, wow. When was this?
Recently, I saw it yesterday.
Okay.
Could have brought that up when we were
Probably
literally discussing. We were literally talking about him.
Probably 2006 when that happened, then. Jesus God.
He's like, no, I'm going to sit on that Winkler thing until the time is right.
They're going to want to circle back to Winkler.
Boy, it really paid off anyway.
I mean, what do you even say to something like that? So let's get to Friday and some really meaningful and topical old pizza chain talk.
Go ahead.
There was this Pizza Hut in Tilton, New Hampshire that's bringing back the buffet. I don't know if you caught this.
Good. What do you want me to do?
Could be a good spot for a live show or something.
And lastly, we get to the you can take the boy out of Barstool, but you can't take the Barstool out of the boy clip of the week.
Go ahead.
I walked in yesterday though to Coleman's like mid-year review with someone.
Oh, yeah.
With who?
Booze. You know Booze?
I don't know
I like
who's.
this.
For what?
Just someone I've never
For
met.
Barstool?
And he's like,
Yeah.
you're doing a great job.
I just want to say I think Coleman got off awfully easy here. He clearly did not want Kirk to find out about this. Justin's the one that brought it up. It was another example of Coleman trying to keep one toe into that Barstool pool just in case an opportunity opens up. And Friday, it was great with the Big O. But Coleman and Justin came horribly unprepared. They had nothing. I mean, we were halfway through the show and Justin was saying, I got nothing. And Coleman's bringing up Pizza Hut stories from New Hampshire. So, please join me next week for...
How dumb is Coleman?
That's all I got for today! Exclamation point.
Obradovich. Out quickly to the big guy, and now to the lefty. And he lost the ball, but it's picked up in there. Now to the little fella. Oh, boy, I'm having trouble with the name.
Cinema Lords.
I'm not taking that. Good.
Beanbag Ron, Beanbag Ron, Beanbag Ron, Beanbag Ron, Beanbag Ron. Here we go, Beanbag. Beanbag Ron, Beanbag Ron, over to Beanbag Ron. Beanbag Ron, Beanbag Ron. Beanbag Ron.
Injury, or maybe it's just the cargo pants.
Cinema Lords, maybe coming off the bench. Cinema Lords with Cinema. Just gotta slow down a little bit. Cinema Lords. Cinema.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I like both versions of
New look
Josh.
Cinema. Cinema Lords. Cinema Lords. Checking it in. Mutt over to Cinema. Takes the three. Cinema. Off the backboard. Banks it in. There's Cinema's basket. Mutt saying, let's go. Get this crowd into it. Cinema Lords.
Bottom of the bottle is my friend. I lost my kids, I lost my wife. I left to start a better life. This drinking's got the best of me again. Now I went on down to the local bar. I had to walk this time because I crashed my car. And I bought up a round for the whole goddamn place. I drank 2 or 3 or maybe 4. And then I bought a couple more for the cutest little gal in the whole dang 50 states. Well, it seemed like things were going well. She said she liked me, and I could tell we'd be spending time together next Friday late. Well, then Friday came, and just my luck, her face looked like it had been hit by a truck. But it's all right, darling, I'll just get drunk again. Pour another shot, buy another round, pick another fight, get out of town. The bottom of the bottle is my friend.